Hey everybody, welcome to Odd Eyes Magicians, combo number 6. Now, this isn't going to be a really big one. This is just an enabler. I'm just going to show you what Magical Abductor can do for the deck. Especially seeing I got back 2 of my 3 so far. So, I can actually do combos with it now. And Abductor is one of the most beast card in Pendulum Magicians and any Pendulum deck. So all you need is any spell card, which is terraforming, but terraforming is actually extremely good for the deck, and you play 3 with the abductor because it's just an instant search. Because no matter what, you can always abductor first, terraforming, sky iris, any pendulum card, and that's a search. So right then and there, terraforming does a lot for the deck. That's why I just showed it in the combo. The real 2 cards I really want to showcase is these two, Alliance and Abductor. They work really well together and have a lot of synergy. And then any pendulum card, and I just chose the worst one possible for you to draw. So now let's begin. The first thing we're going to do is obvious. We're going to activate our abductor first. Then we're going to terraforming into Sky Iris. We're not going to activate the Sky Iris just yet. Then we're going to activate Duelist Alliance and get our pendulum call. That's 2 counters. Then from there now, we're going to activate the Dissolver. It is unfortunate that I have to put on the 3rd counter here and remove to search for the Dark Realm. The reason why is that I'm going to pen call and put a counter on the Abductor. It's not a hard once per turn, but you can only use it once per turn while it's in scale. So what happens here is just I'm going to put a count on it for no reason. So we're going to Pendulum Call, searching for any magician that can be summoned and harmonizing. We're going to use Dark Worm, summon back itself, effect to search for the gate 0. And the luxury of this combo is that I'm going to make both Electromite and I'm going to have my Sky Iris, so the scales don't really matter right now. So next up, we're going to summon Fang and link someone into our Electromite. And our Electromite effect will go off. Put in Mythical Beast Jackal in our face of extra deck. Now there's one counter on Abductor because I use pen call, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to use Electromite to destroy the Abductor. It won't do any further use for me because it can't search again. And what I'm going to add back here is my Abductor because I'm trying to fetch for the 2nd search if necessary. So I'm going to draw a card. The card I draw here is at random. It doesn't really matter. There's just certain things that I have to explain to you. One, the card here, if you drew, I don't play any trap cards. So if I drew between any monster, which I can pendulum any single monster at this point, because the only monster that is actually above level 7 was this. So what I draw here is actually doesn't really matter. If I draw a spell, I'm going to put an extra counter, and let me show you why. I'm going to activate back the Abductor, Sky Iris, that's 1 counter. I'm going to pop Dissolver and add Arc Dragon. Activate Arc Dragon, that's 2 counters. I remember that we would have drawn a card. I don't know what we would have drawn, it doesn't really matter. Let me give you the worst. No, let me do an average situation. If we drew so any monster that the next Abductor doesn't really hurt. It does give you a series of play that does matter because one, if I drew a monster here, I'm not going to pendulum back anything from the extra deck that's level 7. So I'm only going to pendulum back the Jackal King and everything else comes out from my hand. Now, if I draw a spell card, I could have searched with the Abductor because let's say I drew Shrine. Shrine is a good pick here. Or even Spiral Flame. Spiral Flame is an excellent pick. So I drew Spiral Flame, activate it, search for a regular plain or odd eyes. That's 3 counters. I'm going to remove this and search for any. I can search for Persona or any level 4 monster so I can make a exceed play with the harmonizing from my hand. So now I don't know which route you want to take, but let's just say for argument's sake I took the Persona because it's just an instant negative. You don't really have to worry about much, and they can't chain block it when you play against Gokis. And what I really actually like to do is Dweller People. That's why I'll do the level 4 play. But just for the video's sake, I'm going to change it up I'm going to Pendulum Summon here. I'm not going to Pendulum Summon more than the Jackal from the extra deck. And from my hand, the Gate 0 in the center as usual. Harmonizing Persona here. Actually, Persona should be over here. Now, I'm going to use Harmonizing Effect to summon Shanky from the deck. Exceed. What I'm going to exceed into is obviously Absolute. And you see, this is the next part of the deck I wanted to show everyone that is good. This is why I wanted to play Gumblar Dragon. Because what I can do here is use these three, make Gumblar Dragon here. Let's just say this is Gumblar. And I summon Vortex to his pointer. Right now, I could discard 2 cards. Remember that I only use a 4-card combo. That means I had an extra card in my hand if I went first. Also, I have an X card in my hand. So what that means, I can pluck out 2 cards out of my opponent's hand. They're starting with 3, drawing for 4, and I have 3 negates. Cool. There's no way they can win this. They have to draw Sphere Moon. And the next thing is that I want to bring up is that Jackal King doesn't have to remove counters strictly from himself. So like previously, if I was stuck with 2 counters, I could actually just remove them off the Abductor. In case if your opponent doesn't want to activate any spell cards, you can just take the counters off the Abductors for the Jackal effect. So thanks for watching, rate, comment, subscribe. What you can do is give me suggestions in the comment section of what you think, how you would play it out. Because there are many different ways you could play it out, and I'm interested into knowing. And if you want me to do a combo from what you say, just tell me. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'm out. Have a great day.